Alright, it is Thursday, folks. Let me go ahead and get the notifications out to the Discordians and we can get started. Let's see here. Now, when last we left...
You caught Snake?
I do believe that I had just bit it. Yeah, after climbing off the top of the Metal Gear.
Snake, I did it!
Yeah.
You got past security?
Bingo!
Great. So what do you got?
I accessed the confidential Metal Gear file.
What did you
So
find?
what about the PAL override system that Baker talked about?
I haven't found it yet.
That's what I need to know.
But Snake, I found something else.
What?
The secret behind the new nuclear weapon. Just as I thought, the nuclear warhead is designed to be fired from the railgun like a projectile.
Okay, that's good.
It doesn't use fuel, so it isn't considered a missile. That way it can get around all sorts of international treaties.
Pretty sneaky.
Yes, but effective. And that's not even the scariest thing about this weapon.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
It's a stealth weapon.
You mean it won't show up on radar?
Yeah. The truth is, they've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
Why weren't they able to develop one until now?
Because of the missile rocket propulsion system, it would be picked up by enemy satellites.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
But unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant, so
Well,
it can't be detected
that's
by
because
any current
railguns
ballistic
are
missile
fired by
detection
magnetic
systems.
propulsion.
An invisible nuclear warhead.
Totally impossible to intercept. And on top of that, it's got a
It's
surface-piercing
the known as
warhead
theoretical
designed to penetrate
technology.
hardened underground bases.
We learned that lesson in the Gulf War.
This thing could mean the end of the world.
It's the ultimate weapon. And from a political point of view, it avoids the problem of nuclear reduction and nuclear inspections. Colonel, is this true? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
If word of this got out, it could delay the signing of the START 3 treaty and cause a huge international incident.
Yeah, it would be nasty. The United States would be denounced by the UN. It could even bring the president down.
Did you know this, Colonel?
I'm sorry.
You've changed, Colonel.
I won't make any excuses.
Snake, listen to me. This new nuclear weapon, it's never actually been tested, only simulated.
You mean they ran a computer model?
Yeah, that's why they were conducting this exercise. They needed to get actual experimental data to back up the simulation.
What were the results of the exercise?
It looks like it went better than they hoped for, but I can't find the data anywhere on this network. You'd think the data as important as that would be carefully recorded.
It was. President Baker gave me an optical disc with all of the test data.
What? Do you still have it?
No, Ocelot took it from me.
Damn. The terrorists have replaced the dummy warhead with a real warhead. Once they input the detonation codes, they should be ready to launch.
So you think they can do it?
Well, the dummy warhead was designed to be identical to the real thing, so I think so.
Did you find out how to override it yet?
Not yet. It must be in a separate file. Right now I'm looking through all of Baker's personal files.
We're counting on you.
So it's a stealth warhead by merit of being not, or a stealth missile by merit of not being a missile.
I heard something. What's that?
More Otacon.
Snake!
Did you find it?
No, I haven't found out about the override system yet, but I found Baker's ulterior motive.
He's just looking to get rich, isn't he?
Well, that's part of it. Arms...
Okay, a financial next generation fighter jet. Okay, bribe money, okay. It's a little bit longer. Come on. Making the same mistakes I did last time.
Where'd he go?
Fire! Getting real fast. But I bypassed it at the cost of all of my surplus health.
Okay, I've entered the PAL codes and disengaged the safety device. We can launch anytime.
There's still no response from Washington. It looks like we'll have to show them that we mean business.
Should I set it for Cherniton, Russia?
No, there's been a change. The new target is Lopnor, China.
Why, boss?
I'm sure neither you nor Mr. Golukovich would really like to see a nuclear bomb dropped on your motherland, right?
Liquid. But why? There's nothing there.
Wrong. It's a nuclear test site.
A nuclear test site?
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over. But a nuclear explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will be worried about the retaliatory strike from China.
That'll probably mean top-secret talks between both countries' leaders.
Of course. And in the process, the President will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and highly destabilizing nuclear weapon to the Chinese. What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the President's?
And with the CTBT, that means that China and India... I see.
Yes. When the other countries hear about this new weapon, they'll all want to contact us. Washington won't be very happy when we start selling their own system to the highest bidders. Yes, the President will break. He will give in to our demands.
Big Boss's DNA and $1 billion.
$1 billion? That money will be used to cure our genome soldiers as well. I'm also including the Fox-Die vaccine in our demands.
Fox-Die. It killed Octopus and the Armstech president. So it's true that it affects older people first. Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a mask.
Wolf wasn't infected either. Perhaps due to those tranquilizers she always took.
Something to do with the adrenaline level in the blood. Or maybe it's just because this Fox-Die was still experimental and they haven't worked out all the bugs yet.
In any case, have you heard from your friend, Colonel Sergei Golukovich, at the Spetsnaz?
He still has doubts about the ability of Metal Gear. He said we can talk after Metal Gear's test launch is successful.
Again, plays out like a
Very
movie.
prudent man.
There's nothing to worry about. The Colonel wants Metal Gear and a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it. If Russia wants to regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted. Metal Gear will allow them to gain first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Their regular army is in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's military power with nuclear weapons? Golukovich, he's no warrior. He's a politician.
Well, he's the one who gave us the Hind and most of our other heavy firepower.
He's got over 1,000 soldiers under his command. If we join forces, we could put up quite a resistance here. Since Mantis died, the genome soldiers' brainwashing has started to wear off. I'm worried about the men's morale. An alliance with the Russians would boost that as well.
What are you saying?
We're not going anywhere. We're going to dig in here.
We could still escape.
We've got the most powerful weapon ever made, and we're about to ally with Galukovich's forces.
Are you going to fight the whole world?
And what's wrong with that? We can launch a nuclear warhead at any target on this planet. A nuclear warhead invisible to radar. And on top of that, this base is full of spare nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours.
What about your promise to Colonel Galukovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
From today, call this place Outer Heaven.
Big Boss's dream.
But boss, you're not worried about the PAL being overridden. If the code
How
is
much
entered
of
again,
this
it'll be
is
deactivated.
performative for Snake's?
No need to worry. The DARPA chief and the Armstech president are
They
both
know
dead.
he's there. They
Snake
know he's
how the
there.
override system works?
You interrogated him, don't you know?
He didn't have any keys on him.
They're watching him. You
Good.
see that?
Then no
You
one
see
can
that.
stop Metal Gear now.
By the way, what should we do with that woman? Want me to kill her?
Let her live. She's Campbell's niece, and Snake cares for her. We'll keep her as our ace in the hole.
Meryl.
They're
She's
watching
alive.
him.
Snake, I found Baker's top secret files.
Great job.
How's it going there?
They've finished inputting the PAL codes. So how do we deactivate them?
Okay, you see the override system that the president was talking about. It can also be used to input the detonation codes. You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you deactivate it. And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated. And you can only use the keys once.
Only once, huh?
Yeah, you better get started. We don't have much time.
But it takes 3 keys, right? I've only got 1 of them.
Hold on a minute. You see, that's the trick. You already have all 3 keys.
What are you talking about?
The card key is made of a shape memory alloy.
Shape memory alloy.
Yes, it's a material that changes shape at different temperatures. The key is made out of it.
This card key?
Yeah, the card key changes shape at different temperatures.
So this key is actually 3 keys in 1. Clever.
Can you see the input terminals in the center of the control room?
I see them.
Those 3 laptop terminals are for the emergency input. There should be a symbol on each screen. Each symbol corresponds to a different key. Input the keys in order from left to right. The left one's for the room temperature key. See the symbol? Next to that goes the low temperature key. The one on the right is the high temperature key.
Okay, I got it. First, I change the shape of the card, and then I input them in order, right?
That's right. All you do is insert the card keys. After you insert the key into the module, a hard disk reads the information contained on it. Once you've finished with all 3 terminals, the code input process is complete. But here's the thing. You can only use the key 3 times. It's an emergency system. It's only meant to be used once.
The world
They're
is
watching
riding
him.
on that key, Snake.
They are straight up watching him.
Damn!
The key fell in the drainage ditch.
Snake! This is bulletproof glass. There's no way in. I'll enjoy watching you die.
Snake, you've got to get that key.
I'm screwed. 1 lick of health. I can't screw up.
What happened? Snake! Snake!
I think I put myself in an unwinnable state.
Snake, answer me! Snake! Snake!
Measured aggression. You gotta have haste, but you have to have measured haste. Down there is the question.
Huh? What was that noise?
I can't do this. I am going to need to find some way to get some rations and get my health up somehow. Because of that.
Snake, answer me! Snake! Snake!
That's what happens when you rush forward stupidly early on and get wasteful. We are literally backtracking for one reason and one reason only: rations. The one reason we ever backtrack. I am actually going to do a Google search really quick to check on something. Oh, you crawl over them. I'm smart! moment, my phone's messages are going off like a rocket. I better go check that. Nothing. Nothing important. Let's get back to it. You see, I might have known 25 years ago that I could climb over the Claymore mines, but I forgot that. Again, that's one generation or 2 generations of rednecks. And you absolutely need that much health if you're going to be fighting a boss in a game like this. Because unfortunately, that was on purpose.
Snake, answer me! Snake! Snake!
I did that to myself. It's alright. Minor screw up, but it was only the one guy, so tolerable. I didn't get shot, so again, tolerable. Seem to have also mastered the trick of the shuffle. Also good. Get our chaff grenades ready. Letting this happen to myself on purpose.
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake!
Whoever said I was okay? Claymores, interesting thing. Basically, if you want to know what a claymore is, you take a concave plastic thing. You know, a concave plastic, case. With little tiny spindly legs on it. pack the back lining of it with C4. And in front of that, you pack about 1,000 steel ball bearings. And then you run a wire to run current to that C4. Or to a blasting cap behind that C4. It is an anti-personnel device. It technically would be considered a landmine, but not really, because it is not something that's left alone and the activated. It is activated by a person. There is a person behind the trigger, so it's not violating the Geneva Conventions. Okay, so we can actually use that for fast travel, I think. In fact, I think we might. Hello, I'm Solid Snake, and welcome to Jackass. Let's see actually how to do that really quick. Okay, I'm in the right spot.
Is this all there is to load? To the heliport, huh?
And now that we're full on everything, well, at least we're full on rations and health, we can cop squat here, and we're going to get taken back to the other place, which is what we want.
Is this all there is to load? The snowfield north of the towers, huh?
Let's see how long of all that faffing about. We just spent 40 minutes of faffing about just restocking my health. But what have I been saying this whole playthrough? The 6 Ps. Proper planning prevents piss poor performance. Bullets. SOCOM bullets. My favorite. Ain't no flies on me. We're going to have to repeat some of these steps back. Through the power of busy work. problem. We factored for that. The time it took us to make that run. Oh, shit. Maybe we didn't factor for that. I think you all will fight like Metal Gear Solid 2. There's less of the backtracking, but there's a lot more of the weird. Hideo Kojima's stories get frickin' weird as the games go on. I mean bizarre. Like, I like bizarre. I'm a fan of the bizarre. I embrace the bizarre. Your death, Vulcan Raven. Rest in peace. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's where things start to suddenly up. Remember, the key fell into the Wawa. Oh, bomb!
Snake, answer me! Snake! Snake!
This is a bit from the transceiver from Metal Gear Solid, or from Metal Gear 1. Did I see PAL key in the inventory? No, I do not. PAL key. There we go. Got it done. Let's make like the ship and get the flock out of here. Let's use the key. And there we go. 1990s era computer.
PAL code number 1 confirmed. Awaiting PAL code number 2.
Okay, that takes care of PAL code number 1. Now, PAL number 2. Freeze the key.
You've got to lower that card key's temperature. Find someplace cold.
Let's ask.
Now freeze that key. Get somewhere cold.
There is a big difference between conventional weapons and weapons of mass destruction. Conventional weapons are intended for use
Right.
against military targets.
Right.
But nuclear weapons are used against non-combatants.
Right.
Nukes are designed to kill tens of thousands of innocent civilians in a flash. That is why nuclear weapons are so evil.
Right.
Next, you've got to cool the card key.
Or should I do that? Go to Alaska. Or this is Alaska, go outside, it's cold everywhere. But you're close to the warehouse where you fought Raven, right? Place is right in the middle of the permafrost layer and there's no heater anywhere. I see car, the connector pins and that main body, okay. So just go to where I fought Vulcan Raven and stay there for a while. The place was cold as hell. I should mention we are very close to the end of the game right now. Stay here for a while. Actually, I need to take a 2-minute break. I will let this run and get cold while I go take care of some business. And as we can tell, it looks like it's the cold weather key now. So let's do our second verse, same as the first routine. Or more like fifth or sixth verse, same as the first at this point. No, pussyfoot, we gotta go fast. Like Ricky Bobby, gotta go fast. Because we are now on a time crunch. That thing won't stay cold forever. Okay, we got this one done. Now we got to go to a hot weather place. That's going to be that smelting place, I'm sure.
PAL code number 2 confirmed. Awaiting PAL code number 3.
Okay, there goes PAL code number 2. Next comes PAL number 3. Warm the key.
Okay, now they want me to warm the key? I could think of several crude and not remotely appropriate ways for YouTube to suggest to do that, one of which was suggested by VG Cats. Yeah, which was a really fun video game related comic until the author of it decided to go into porn. Which was a shame because the author was very talented, extremely so. He had a singular talent for writing about his characters, but then he decided to make porn of them. Which, make your money how you're going to do it, but it just, not my style. I mean, I'm not against mature entertainment by any stretch. It's just I like to keep that and my gaming separate. Oh, shit. Of course they have guards where they didn't have guards before. They couldn't make this easy. No, they couldn't.
Somewhere warm? What about the blast furnace? But the problem is, if you go through a cold place on the way back, the card key might change shape. You need to hurry on the way back.
Now you've got to warm it. You need to find someplace hot.
Now you've got to warm the key up. Find someplace hot.
Those who forget the past are doomed to repeat it. That is why the world must never forget Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
It makes sense that the Japanese would make a game that's very, very anti-nuclear weapons. You know, given what happened to them in the war.
What is it, Snake?
However, it also, also telling that it doesn't really mention the horrible things Japan did in the war, but we won't get into politics
In China,
here.
they say, the snake, knowing itself, strikes swiftly. It means that if you have confidence that what you are doing is part of your true nature, there should be no hesitation. I don't know whether your orders are in your true nature or not, but, Snake, believe in yourself.
Thing is, either way, we need to haul ass. I don't know whether we have time to do the Metal Gear fight today or not. I'll try to get it in. If not, we'll do it tomorrow. We definitely don't have time for all of the endgame cutscene.
Snake, it's about Naomi Hunter.
Then you should talk to the Colonel. He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't want the Colonel to hear.
Okay, so what's up?
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
Yeah?
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Snake, have you ever heard of something called Fox Dye?
No. Fox Dye. Liquid and the others were talking about it.
Yeah. It's some kind of virus that targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but...
What are you trying to say?
It's too similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
Yeah?
Well, apparently Fox Dye kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
The nanomachines.
She was in the best position to have done it, but I don't know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure. But he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay, I'll ask him myself. Colonel, what's new with the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Arrest?
She was sending coded messages towards the Alaskan base. I didn't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
What kind of interrogation?
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything.
So it's true, isn't it?
Naomi, I can't believe it.
That means the Fox dye vaccine must be around somewhere.
Listen, I've got bigger things to worry about.
But Snake, you might be infected too, you know.
All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
Well, shit. So a targeted kill virus, or kill thing, and I might have it. Or I may have been the vector. And I might be one of the targets. Double secret dookie.
Now you've got to warm the key up.
Yep, I know.
I cannot believe it. Dr. Naomi working with the terrorists?
I don't want to believe it either.
But if what Campbell says is true...
I know. Nastasha, have you ever heard of Fox dye?
Fox dye? No, sorry. I never heard of it.
Oh well, forget about it.
You caught Snake?
My bad stuff is about to happen, Senses are tingling.
Snake, Leo DeRocher said, win any way you can. Nice guys finish last. What about you, Snake? Is that what you think? Is there anything that you wouldn't do to stay alive? You should think about that, Snake.
Well, to use my one F word of the session, my father would say, if you're in a fair fight, you fucked up. This is the father who was a 20-year military veteran and earned the Special Forces Green Beret. He would say, the person bleeding on the ground can complain about the fight being unfair. If you're actually in a fight for your life, use every dirty trick you can to win. I will say there were times in my life I didn't like the man very much, but I always loved him and I always respected him. Hello, Mr. Ration. We're gonna get you nice and toasty now. have a nice peaceful chill by the blast furnace, by the exposed seabed of molten metal. We're going to let it sit here for about another minute. Let it see if soaking it up a bit will get it and higher. Okay. Now we haul all the booty. Key's still good. We're down one rat. We can get a rat in the place we're going.
Snake, can you hear me? It's Naomi.
Naomi? What the hell?
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different codec.
Naomi, is what the Colonel says true?
Yes, but not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know myself. I don't know my real name or even what my parents looked like. I bought all my identification. But my reason for getting into genetics was true.
'Cause you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from. My age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s. A dirty little orphan.
Rhodesia? What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around. That's probably where I got my skin color from, but I'm not even sure about that.
Naomi, you're too worried about the past. Isn't it enough to understand who you are now?
Understand who I am now? Why should I? No one else tries to understand me. I was alone for so long, until I met my big brother. And him.
Your big brother?
Yes. Frank Yeager.
What?
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
He was a young soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes.
And this song
Frank
is probably...
Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only
copyrighted.
family.
No. Gray Fox?
We survived that hell together, Frank and I. He protected me.
He's my one connection. The only connection I have to my past.
And he brought you back to America?
No. I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who is he? You mean Big Boss?
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom, this America. And then he and my brother went back to Africa to continue the war. And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined Foxhound. I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes. That's right. 2 years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
Do you still hate me?
Not exactly. I was partly wrong about you.
What about Liquid and the others?
I'll have my revenge on them too.
Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too, did you? The one that used Grey Fox for his genome experiments?
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterwards, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Grey Fox, he's come here to kill me?
I don't think so. I think he just came here to fight you. I wasn't
So
sure
he's
before,
pulling a
but now I
Vegeta.
think I understand.
Okay.
A final battle with you. That's all he lives for. I'm sure of it.
Fox, no. Naomi, tell me something.
About Fox Die? Fox Die is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. Fox Die contains smart enzymes created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating TNF-epsilon.
Huh?
In English?
It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes cells to die. The TNF-epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then they cause a heart attack?
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis.
Cellular death.
Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis? You mean the heart cells commit suicide?
We can't use that word on YouTube.
What?
You must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time? Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me dead, but I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use Fox Die.
Huh? You weren't?
No. You were injected with Fox Die as a part of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that. No, that's not the whole truth.
Huh?
The real thing I wanted to tell you was... Snake, I...
Hey, what are you doing?
Snake!
Naomi!
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Fox Die was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you double-crossed me.
Snake, there's no time for that. Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear. Okay, Snake?
It's like, I don't care that we put something in you that's going to kill you. You've got to do this or the whole world is screwed. If I'm on a timer anyway, why should I care about the world? That ain't rocket science. Check the card. Still doing good. Keep hauling ass. Okay. Pal cards say still red. Okay.
What was that noise? Who's that?
PAL code number 3 confirmed. PAL code entry complete. Detonation code activated.
Dun dun dun!
Ready for launch.
I deactivated it.
Thank you, Snake. Now the detonation code is completed. Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Master, what's going on?
You found the key, and even activated the warhead for us, too. I really must express my gratitude. Sorry to have involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally killed him during the interrogation. In other words, we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried. Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
What do you mean?
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when we decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
First, I thought we might get the information from you, Snake, so I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief. Unfortunately, Octopus didn't survive the encounter, thanks to Fox Die.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning, just to get me to input the detonation code?
Huh? You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did you?
Who the hell are you?
In any case, the launch preparations are complete. Once the world glimpses the power of this weapon, the White House will have no choice but to surrender the Fox Die vaccine. To me, their ace in the hole is useless now.
Ace in the hole?
The Pentagon's plan to use you was already successful in the torture room. Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know. Ah, poor fool.
Who are you anyway?
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very,
close by. Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Campbell, you're too late.
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3 days. I didn't know because my codec link with Master was cut off. But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
So who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to...
Me, dear brother.
Liquid.
Liquid, how the... You've served your purpose. You may die now.
Snake, get...
Okay, Otacon, get me out of here.
Snake, that's bulletproof. I hacked into
But now we are going to save it.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Snake, what are you doing? Go after Liquid!
What I'm doing is saving my game.
Are you hurt, Snake? Win, Snake, win!
Okay, now, I'm going to call it here because there's going to be so many cutscenes tomorrow when I finish this game that it's probably going to be almost all cutscenes tomorrow. You know, before the fight, during the fight, after the fight, this is one of those kind of games. The only kind of game I've seen that has more cutscenes than a Hideo Kojima Metal Gear game or Metal Gear Solid game is a Xenosaga game. And that's saying something. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons if you enjoyed this. This has been Harmony Muse, and I will see you fine folks tomorrow when we actually fight the Metal Gear. And that's only the first part of the final boss fight, because holy crap. Anyway, have a good one, folks. I will see you tomorrow.